About 230 to 65 million years ago, dinosaurs roamed the Earth. However, a mass extinction involving an asteroid that hit Chicxulub, Mexico, erased the entire dinosaur species. But are dinosaurs really gone forever? Ever wonder how science could bring dinosaurs back to life? DNA is a molecule that contains the basic code of life. These codes, also known as genes, are made up of 4 chemical bases: adenine, thymine, guanine, and cytosine. In humans, these 4 bases are arranged in a 3 billion pair sequence, which act as a blueprint that specify how the cell should develop. Scientists have discovered a connection between the arrangement of this 3 billion pair sequence and characteristics people possess. Things from your eye color to your height, and even possible disorders you may develop, are all linked to the organization of these 4 chemical bases. But how do we know what part of the code determines these characteristics? Well, in 1990, scientists all over the world began the Human Genome Project, a plan to map out the entire genetic makeup of a human being. The project identified the location of certain genes and provided information about their structure and organization. Thus, if we want to know our chances of developing diabetes, scientists know where in our DNA to look and what to look for. The question then becomes, if we can map out and understand the location and organization of genes, then is it possible to correct defective genes such as those for diabetes? The answer is yes. There's a process called gene therapy that allows us to alter the order of the base pairs so that we can turn certain traits on and off. How is this related to bringing dinosaurs back to life, you may ask? Well, scientists have accepted that birds are the direct descendants from dinosaurs. So, is it possible to genetically modify the DNA of a bird to exhibit features of the once dominating dinosaur? A team of paleontologists, including Jack Horner and Hans Larsen, working in collaboration, have concluded that if we want to see a dinosaur in our lifetime, we need to start with a bird and work backwards. Horner believes that a modern bird's DNA contains a genetic memory that can be switched on again, resurrecting long-dormant dinosaur traits such as teeth, a tail, and primitive feathers. In 2005, developmental biologists at the University of Wisconsin discovered teeth in a 14-day-old embryo head of a mutant chicken. These teeth were almost identical to those of an alligator, another descendant of dinosaurs. In an attempt to trigger these teeth in normal chickens, biologists injected a virus designed to turn on the relevant gene. The virus contained a section of DNA that was injected into the nucleus of cells in the chicken. This new strand of DNA contains instructions to build proteins, and these proteins would lead to the formation of teeth in the modern-day chicken. Also, in 2007, Hans Larsen examined a 2-day-old chicken embryo and picked out 16 vertebrae as opposed to the expected 4 to 8. As the embryo developed, the tail became shorter and shorter until the chicken was hatched with only 5 vertebrae. This meant that the blueprint for a tail has always existed in a chicken, but there was a gene that was reabsorbing the tail. Thus, if Larsen could find the gene and turn it off, we could potentially hatch a chicken with a reptilian tail. So can science bring back dinosaurs? Not really. Although these dino traits are attainable in the modern-day chicken, a chicken will always be a chicken. Genes can be altered so it looks like a dinosaur, but we'll never have a creature that is 100% genetically identical to a dinosaur. But let's face it, these monsters animals could be unpredictable. I mean, it would be cool to have a real-life Jurassic Park, minus the whole getting trapped in the park thing, but not too sure it would be worth the risk. However, if we could modify dinosaurs to be the size of a dog, I wouldn't mind teaching it a few tricks.